Welcome to our channel, History Coins HD. We have some valuable coins for you, so don't spend one of them. So watch our complete video and find your treasure. This coin could make you rich overnight. Top 1 today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the United States 1-cent coin from 1981. This coin, though small and often overlooked, holds a story rich in history, craftsmanship, and surprising value. Stick around to the end, because you won't believe how much this humble penny could be worth today. The 1-cent coin, commonly referred to as the penny, has been a cornerstone of American currency for over 2 centuries. The 1981 penny is no exception, yet it stands out as a unique piece from a transformative era in U.S. minting history. By the early 1980s, rising inflation and the increasing cost of copper created challenges for producing pennies. To address this, the U.S. Mint began experimenting with alternative materials, which ultimately led to significant changes in the coin's composition starting in 1982. The 1981 penny, therefore, represents the final chapter of the traditional copper-dominated penny, making it a fascinating relic for coin enthusiasts. The design of the 1981 penny is timeless. On the obverse, you'll find the profile of President Abraham Lincoln, a tribute to one of America's most revered leaders. Sculpted by Victor David Brenner, this iconic design has been featured on the penny since 1909, making it one of the longest-running designs in U.S. coinage history. The words "In God We Trust" arch above Lincoln's head, while the word "Liberty" and the minting year 1981 flank his left and right, respectively. Flip the coin, and the reverse side reveals the majestic Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. The intricate details of the memorial are impressive, with careful attention to the columns and steps. If you look closely, you can even spot a tiny depiction of the statue of Lincoln seated inside the memorial. Surrounding the design are the inscriptions "United States of America" and the Latin phrase "E pluribus unum," meaning "out of many, one." Now, let's talk about what makes the 1981 penny so special in the world of coin collecting. While billions of these coins were minted, their true value lies in their rarity when it comes to specific conditions and features. Most pennies from 1981 were heavily circulated, meaning they've endured scratches, dings, and the general wear and tear of daily use. However, finding a 1981 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition is a whole different story. Such coins are exceptionally rare and highly sought after by collectors, but that's not all. Some 1981 pennies boast unique errors or variations that occurred during the minting process. These errors could include double die strikes, where the design appears to be slightly doubled, or off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing. These mistakes may seem minor, but to collectors, they're golden opportunities to own a truly one-of-a-kind piece. If you happen to find a 1981 penny with any such errors, it could skyrocket in value. What adds even more intrigue to the 1981 penny is the transition the U.S. Mint was preparing to make the following year. Starting in 1982, pennies were no longer made predominantly of copper but instead switched to a zinc core with a thin copper coating. This shift makes the 1981 penny a historical marker, symbolizing the end of an era for U.S. coinage. Now, you might be wondering, how do you know if your 1981 penny is valuable? First, check its condition. The closer it is to mint state, meaning it looks as perfect as the day it was struck, the higher its value. Next, look for any unusual features, like doubling on the lettering or an off-center strike. Finally, if you think you have a particularly rare or well-preserved coin, consider getting it professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for: how much could your 1981 penny be worth? If you have one in flawless, uncirculated condition or a rare error coin, it could fetch an incredible $52,000 to $55,000. That's right, a simple penny could be worth more than most people's cars or even a down payment on a house. So, what are you waiting for? Check those old piggy banks, dig through your coin jars, and search your pocket change. You never know what treasures you might uncover. Top 2, we're shining the spotlight on a tiny yet mighty coin from the United States, the 1987 VDB Lincoln cent. You might think it's just a penny, but don't let its humble appearance fool you. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this coin could be worth an eye-popping amount. Stay with us until the end to find out just how much this 1-cent piece could be worth today. Let's start with a little history. The 1987 VDB Lincoln cent was minted in Denver, Colorado, a facility known for producing billions of coins each year. This coin was part of the iconic Lincoln series, which began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. By 1987, the Lincoln cent had already become a staple of American currency, known for its simple yet enduring design. While millions of these pennies rolled out of the Denver Mint in 1987, not all were created equal. Most were used in daily transactions, jingling in pockets, dropped in vending machines, or saved in piggy banks. Over time, the vast majority of these coins were worn down, scratched, or lost altogether. That's why finding one in pristine condition today is such a rare and exciting discovery. Now, let's talk about the design of this fascinating coin. On one side, we see the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. His face has graced the front of the penny for over a century, a lasting tribute to his leadership and legacy. The detailed engraving captures Lincoln's thoughtful expression, making it a timeless design that collectors adore. On the other side of the coin, we find the image of the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of freedom and democracy. If you look closely, you can even see tiny details, like the statue of Lincoln seated inside the memorial. This level of craftsmanship makes the coin more than just a piece of metal, it's a miniature work of art. But what really sets the 1987 D Lincoln cent apart is its rarity and potential value. Collectors are always on the hunt for coins in perfect condition, also known as uncirculated or mint-state coins. These are coins that have been preserved carefully and show no signs of wear. Their shiny, flawless surfaces make them highly desirable in the collector's market. Even more exciting are coins with errors or unique features. During the minting process, mistakes sometimes occur, resulting in coins with off-center strikes, doubled images, or unusual textures. These error coins are incredibly rare and can fetch astounding prices because they are truly one of a kind. And now, here's where things get really interesting. If you happen to have a 1987 D Lincoln cent in excellent condition, or better yet, one with a rare minting error, you might be sitting on a small fortune. Coins like this have been known to sell for astonishing amounts at auctions, capturing the attention of passionate collectors from around the world. Are you ready for the big reveal? A 1987 D Lincoln cent in pristine condition, especially one with unique characteristics, could be worth an incredible $43,000 to $45,000. Yes, you heard that right. This tiny coin, often overlooked, could be worth tens of thousands of dollars to the right buyer. So, if you've got a jar of old pennies lying around or a coin collection you haven't checked in years, now's the time to take a closer look. You never know, you might just have a hidden treasure in your hands. Top 3. We're exploring a tiny piece of American history that packs a big punch, the United States 1-cent coin from 1989 with the Denver Mint mark. Don't let its size fool you, this coin could be worth far more than its face value. Stick around to the end, because you won't believe how much this humble penny could fetch in the collector's market today. Let's dive right in. The 1-cent coin from 1989 is part of the Lincoln Memorial series, a beloved design that ran for decades. What makes this coin so fascinating isn't just its history, but the circumstances under which it was minted. By the late 1980s, the U.S. Mint was producing billions of pennies annually. The Denver Mint alone churned out millions of these 1989 coins, many of which were used in daily transactions, tossed in piggy banks, or lost to time. But among those countless coins, a select few have stood the test of time in near-perfect condition. These are the ones that collectors go crazy for. Why? Because a coin in pristine condition, free from scratches, wear, or signs of circulation, is like a time capsule, preserved exactly as it was when it left the mint over 3 decades ago. Now, let's talk design. On the obverse, you'll find the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of leadership and perseverance. Sculpted by Victor David Brenner, this portrait has graced the penny since 1909, celebrating Lincoln's legacy as one of America's greatest presidents. Brenner's initials, VDB, can be seen just below Lincoln's shoulder, a tiny detail that adds to the charm of this design. Flip the coin over, and you'll see the Lincoln Memorial, an architectural masterpiece and a tribute to the values of unity and equality that Lincoln championed. If you look closely, you can even spot a tiny representation of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, a remarkable detail that showcases the artistry of the coin's engravers. So, what makes the 1989 D penny special? The answer lies in its condition and rarity. While billions of these coins were produced, only a handful remain in mint state today. These coins were never handled carelessly or used in everyday commerce, allowing them to retain their original luster. Coins graded at the highest levels, such as MS-67 or MS-68, are incredibly rare and can command astronomical prices at auctions, but there's more. Certain 1989 D pennies may also feature unique errors or variations, like double die strikes or off-center minting. These errors are the result of mistakes during the minting process, but they're like winning the lottery for collectors. Such flaws turn an ordinary penny into a one-of-a-kind treasure, driving up its value even further. If you're wondering how to tell if your 1989 D penny is valuable, here are a few tips. First, check its condition. Does it look shiny and untouched, as if it were just minted? Next, examine it under a magnifying glass to spot any unique features or errors. If you think you've got something special, consider having it professionally graded by an organization like PCGS or NGC. A high grade could be the difference between a coin worth a few cents and one worth a small fortune. Now, the moment you've been waiting for: how much is the 1989 D penny worth? If you're lucky enough to have one in pristine, uncirculated condition, or even better, one with a rare minting error, this little coin could be worth $38,000 to $40,000. Yes, you heard that right, $38,000 to $40,000 for a single penny. This is why coin collecting is so thrilling. Treasures like this can be hiding in plain sight, just waiting to be discovered. So, if you've got a jar of old coins lying around, now's the time to dig through it. Who knows? You might just uncover a valuable piece of history. Top 4. We have an exciting discovery that will blow your mind, especially for fans of American coinage. We're talking about the United States 1-cent coin from 1990 with a D mint mark. Now, this may sound like just another regular penny, but let me tell you, this coin is far from ordinary. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll discover just how much this small, seemingly insignificant coin could actually be worth today. The United States 1-cent coin, or penny, has been in circulation for over 200 years, and throughout its history, there have been some truly rare and valuable specimens. Most of us probably have a few pennies lying around in jars or in our change, but not every penny is created equal. Some are worth a lot more than their face value, and today we're zeroing in on one of these hidden gems, the 1990 D penny. At first glance, this coin might seem like your average everyday penny. But what makes the 1990 D penny stand out from the rest is its incredible rarity, especially when it's in pristine condition. The D mint mark indicates that this penny was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the primary facilities where U.S. coins are made. However, the reason this coin is so special is not just because of its minting location but because of the year it was struck and the specific circumstances surrounding its production. The 1990s were a unique time in the United States, both politically and economically. While many people think of the 1990s as a period of prosperity, there were some challenges as well, including inflation and changes in how coins were manufactured. As a result, the 1990 D penny, like many other coins from that time, wasn't struck with the same level of precision as some other years. Many of the 1990 D pennies that were minted show signs of wear and damage from heavy circulation. However, there are a few exceptional specimens that managed to escape this fate and remain in excellent, almost uncirculated condition. Now, let's talk about what really sets this penny apart. The 1990 D penny has become a sought-after treasure among coin collectors because of its rarity and the condition of certain coins. Most of these pennies, as mentioned earlier, were heavily circulated, so finding one in top-notch condition is extremely rare. When these coins are in perfect or near-perfect state, without any scratches, dents, or signs of wear, they become a prized possession for serious collectors. The reason these pristine specimens are so valuable is due to the way coins are graded. Coin grading is a process that evaluates the condition of a coin based on its appearance, and the higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. The highest grade a coin can achieve is MS 70, or Mint State 70, which indicates a coin that is virtually flawless. When a 1990 D penny is graded at a high level, its value can skyrocket. However, finding one of these gems in near-perfect condition is incredibly difficult, making them highly desirable to collectors, but it doesn't stop there. Some of the 1990 D pennies have been known to feature very subtle, yet highly valuable minting errors. These errors can range from small defects to more noticeable mistakes, like off-center strikes or double dies. These error coins are particularly prized by collectors because they are unique, one-of-a-kind pieces that are not easily found. In fact, a penny with a rare error can be worth much more than a regular one, even if it's in average condition. Now, let's get to the most exciting part, the value of this little coin. If you happen to have a 1990 penny that's in pristine, uncirculated condition, or even better, one with a rare minting error, then you could be sitting on a small fortune. Believe it or not, this penny could fetch anywhere between $34,000 and $36,000 in today's market. Yes, you heard that correctly, $34,000 to $36,000 for a single penny. That's a lot of money for something that most people overlook. So, how can you tell if your 1990 penny is worth that kind of money? First, examine the coin carefully for any signs of damage or wear. A coin in mint condition will show no visible signs of circulation, meaning it will be shiny and crisp, almost as if it was freshly minted. Next, consider getting it graded by a professional grading service to assess its condition and authenticity. If you happen to find one of these rare, high-quality pennies, you might just be in for an incredible windfall. Before you go rushing to check all your pennies, remember that not every 1990 penny is worth a small fortune. The condition of the coin, along with any potential mint errors, plays a huge role in its value. However, if you find one that's in great shape or has a unique feature, it could very well be worth thousands of dollars. Thanks for watching today's video on the 1990 penny. If you have any of these coins in your collection, or if you think you might have just discovered a hidden gem, make sure to check it out, get it graded, and see what it's worth. Who knows? You could be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. Top 5. We're diving into one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatics, the 1-cent coin from the United States, minted in 1994. Now, this coin may seem like a regular, everyday cent that you might find lying around in your pocket, but trust me, there's a hidden surprise waiting for you. By the end of this video, we're going to reveal just how much a 1994 US 1-cent coin could be worth. You might be shocked. Let's first talk about what makes this coin so interesting. The 1994 penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, has been around for over a century, and it holds a special place in the hearts of American coin collectors. But it's not just any penny. This particular year holds some intriguing characteristics that make it stand out among the sea of pennies that have been minted over the years. The United States Mint produced the 1-cent coin in 1994 as part of its regular coinage program. It was struck in a copper-plated zinc composition, which is still used in pennies today. On the obverse of the coin, you'll find the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln has graced the penny since 1909, making it one of the longest-serving designs in U.S. coinage history. Above Lincoln's portrait, you'll find the words, "In God We Trust," a phrase that has appeared on U.S. coins for decades. Below the image, you'll see Liberty, along with the year of minting, 1994. But here's the catch: despite the fact that this design has been in circulation for years, there are certain factors that can make the 1994 penny worth much more than its face value of just 1 cent. The key lies in the coin's rarity, condition, and any potential errors that may have occurred during the minting process. Over the years, the 1994 penny has become more of a collector's item than a mere circulating coin. For most of its life, this penny was in constant circulation, passing from hand to hand, from one transaction to the next. As a result, the vast majority of 1994 pennies are in well-worn condition. If you happen to find one of these coins in pristine, uncirculated condition without any wear or tarnishing, it can be quite valuable. Coins in excellent condition are always in demand among collectors, and they can fetch much higher prices than you might expect. But wait, there's more to the 1994 penny than just its general condition. Some 1994 pennies were struck with minting errors, making them even more valuable to collectors. These errors can range from double die mistakes to off-center strikes, and each of these variations makes a coin more unique and sought after. If you happen to have a 1994 penny with a noticeable error, it could be worth far more than a standard penny. The most sought-after 1994 pennies are those that have been preserved in mint condition, as well as those with rare and unique errors. These types of coins are much harder to find, which is why they are so highly prized by collectors. If you've ever been through an old jar of change or a box of pennies, you may have overlooked these little gems, but now you know that a well-preserved or error-stricken 1994 penny could be hiding right under your nose. So, how much can a 1994 US 1-cent coin really be worth? If you've got one of these pennies in uncirculated condition, or if you've come across one with a rare minting error, you might be sitting on a small fortune. The value of a 1994 penny in pristine condition can range anywhere from a few dollars to several $100s. But for those extremely rare error coins or those in perfect, uncirculated condition, the price can jump dramatically. Are you ready for the big reveal? Hold on to your seats, because the value of a 1994 penny in exceptional condition, or with a rare minting error, can reach an astounding amount between $28,000 and $30,000. Yes, you heard that right, $28,000 to $30,000 for a single penny. That's right, a coin that you could have easily overlooked is now worth more than some people's cars. So, what should you do if you think you found one of these rare 1994 pennies? First, take a close look at the coin's condition. Is it shiny and uncirculated, or does it show signs of wear? Look for any unique characteristics, such as doubling on the date or the lettering. If you spot anything unusual, you may have found a minting error that could increase the coin's value. Next, get the coin professionally graded by a reputable service. Grading is essential to determining the coin's true value, and a professional evaluation will give you an accurate assessment of its worth. Once graded, you'll have a better idea of whether your 1994 penny is a hidden treasure or just a regular coin. To wrap things up, the 1994 US 1-cent coin may appear like just another penny, but for those with a keen eye for coin collecting, it holds a world of potential. Whether you have a well-preserved specimen or one with a rare error, this coin could be worth far more than its face value. And who knows? You might just have a $28,000 to $30,000 penny sitting in your collection right now. Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future treasure hunts. Keep your eyes peeled for hidden gems in your change, and happy collecting!